can even roll in peace. Why? Everybody notice me, yeah. I can even go to sleep. Why? I'm rolling on the beam, yeah. They tried to give me 8, got on my knee like Jesus, please.
Welcome back to another video here on YouTube. You haven't seen me in a while. I've been thinking of videos to do. I've been moving people into my house. I stayed with friends for a week. If you see more face videos like this, it's because my camera cracked. I don't know how. So the camera on this phone doesn't focus anymore. And it pisses me off. So, I figured we would talk about a legend today. He goes by the name of Eddie Guerrero. So, starting it off, we have Viva La Raza, the legacy of Eddie Guerrero. Now, the 3 things I'm going to talk about are the things you get in the tin, and then if you were to get the tin, you would also get the Raw Tribute Show. And I don't have that because it's hard to find. So, we got the legacy of Eddie Guerrero right here. This is a phenomenal cover. I like the fireworks in the background. I like him standing in his car. And I like his car. Everything about it's awesome. And then you get all the cool artwork in here. And then you get a shot from SummerSlam when he was younger. On SmackDown when he faced Rey Mysterio and finally beat him. And then him doing the frog splash. Now, I personally never got to watch Eddie Guerrero live when he fought. Because I was born in 2000, and he died 5 years after that. Oh, also, if you have noticed of my YouTube name, it is changed. I figured 265 wouldn't make any sense because my name's White Stoner. So I'm officially White Stoner 420. If you all wanted to make sure about that and thought something was weird, I am officially White Stoner 420 now. So, with the insert, we got, now all these matches I won't be naming. We got Ric Flair vs. Eddie Guerrero for the Hog Wild event. I think that's WCW. And then we got versus Rey Mysterio, WCW Cruiserweight Championship. And then versus Dean Malenko for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. Going on to Disc 2, we have Chris Jericho versus Eddie Guerrero for the European Championship. I think him and Chris Jericho were like real close, like him and Chris Benoit were. Eddie Guerrero versus Matt Hardy for the King of the Ring qualifying match. RVD versus Eddie Guerrero and Backlash for the Intercontinental title. That was a good match. And then we got, of course, his No Way Out match against Brock Lesnar. I will be talking about that too. His steel cage match with JBL was awesome. And then basically we have his last pay-per-view match on here too, which is very sad, against Batista for the world title. During that time when Batista was world champion, I was a huge fan of that. But when I first watched that pay-per-view, I wanted Eddie Guerrero to win it because it would have been super cool. Next up, we have Cheating Death, Stealing Lie, the Eddie Guerrero story. This is your documentary about Eddie Guerrero. It is one of my favorites. You learn about where he grows up, low riders, Mary Vicky, and Gory. I think Gory Guerrero is his uncle, I think. Let me know who he is in the family. career begins. It talks about his car accident and his overdose on drugs. His problems get worse. His rock bottom, starting over, lie, cheat, and steal. Frog Splash and No Way Out is basically the documentary in here. I think this whole DVD here is 6 hours, so I think the documentary is an hour, a little over an hour. So we date back all the way to 1988. AWA Superclass 3, Hector Chavo and Mando Guerrero versus Cactus Jack and Rock and Roll RPMs. Hair versus Mask match. Eddie Guerrero and Love Machine versus Octagon and El Hizo Santo. I don't know Spanish that well. And then we have Los Guerreros Vintages, Baby Carriage, Pool, Lowride, and Golf. Basically what you get on his other one. Then you get music videos. One Thing by Five Finger 11, Seether Gasoline, and then Soil Red Fuel. And then your extras on disc 2, Hair versus Hair match versus Chavo Guerrero. The Survivor Series match, Edge and Rey Mysterio versus Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit versus Eddie and Chavo Guerrero. And then the finals for the U.S. Championship tournament versus Chris Benoit at Vengeance. And of course, you get Eddie Guerrero versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE title at No Way Out. And then it talks about some more of his family members and everything. I don't watch this one too often because I want to make sure it stays in nice condition. But that's what the disc art looks like. So I figured if I don't watch them as often, they'll stay more better. And then it also talks about Wrestling 20 in here. And our last one. I know this doesn't really have too much to do just about Eddie Guerrero, but it's what you get in the 10. You get No Way Out with Eddie Guerrero on the cover and Wanted. This is such a badass cover. He's wanted for lying, cheating, and stealing. That was his thing, and that's what he always did. This is where, obviously, for the third time, Eddie Guerrero versus Brock Lesnar, where Eddie Guerrero finally wins the WWE title for the very first time. And they said still today that Eddie Guerrero is the only guy to pin Brock Lesnar in like a normal one-on-one match that isn't rigged or anything. But here's the disc art. So, yeah. I just wanted to show that one because he's on the cover, and I wanted to show how cool it looked. So, once again, we got Viva La Raza, The Legacy of Eddie Guerrero, Cheating, Death, Stealing Life, The Eddie Guerrero Story. This is the documentary. And then we got where he wins the WWE title from Brock Lesnar and goes on to WrestleMania 20 to face Kurt Angle in an awesome match. So, let me know what some of your favorite Eddie Guerrero moments were. Let me know when you started watching him. Like I said, I didn't get to watch him when I started watching wrestling, because I started in 2006. So at least I got to watch Chris Benoit fight though. So this has been White Stoner 420. Don't forget to subscribe before I leave you. Make sure to leave a like, because only badass people leave likes on my videos. So this has been White Stoner 420 now, and he is out of here.